Hey guys, what's up? Amber Smiles Jones here. So I've been watching these YouTube videos where a lot of people have great stories to tell of things that have happened to them that are interesting or things that make you go, WTF? And something crazy finally happened to me. Crazy enough for me to actually finally make my own segment. What had happened was yesterday, Sunday, I'm chilling out in my apartment, having a good time, watching Netflix, and I'm chilling. You feel me? This lady is like laying on her horn. Like, I'm for real, like about 2-3 minutes just of just that. So after a while, I'm wondering what the fuck is going on. So I decided to get up, I go outside, and I'm looking around like, what is going on? And then when I step to the curb, like right out of my apartment building entrance door, I look to my left and I see 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 homeless men passed out drunk in front of my building. Now, of course, as many of you know, or many of you may not know, I am a property manager for an apartment building for a management company, and that I have to call the police or somebody to have homeless people removed from the property because unfortunately, you know, it's bad for business, so I can't allow that to happen. So they are so messed up at this point that I'm like, hey, hello, hello, and they're not even moving. So then I decided to tap one of them like this, hard enough to just kind of move his body, but he didn't respond to it because he's passed out the fuck drunk. So then I take my palm and I hit it against the dumpster so I can, like, I'm hoping that sound will kind of just like, what, you know, but nothing. They didn't flinch, didn't moan, didn't move. I'm like, I'm annoyed at this point, you know? And while I'm dealing with this issue, I hear, what the fuck's going on? Are you screaming at my wife? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I'm like, what? What is that? So I look to my right and the woman called her husband from across the street and told him that I was screaming at her. And so he came out hard, like you would have thought that I just tried to murder him, his children, his family, his everything. I wasn't even yelling at her. He's getting louder and louder, and I'm like, okay, you about to stop this shit. I think he assumed because I was female that I was gonna sit there and oh yeah, yes sir, sorry, yes sir. I will never. No, okay, I took my happy ass across the street, got into his face, and we had a shouting match. Let me tell you something. I was this close, and my hands are already touching. My fingers are already touching. I was this close to fucking like put my hands on this grown ass man. And let me tell you something, it will not be the first time I've kicked a grown man's ass before, and it probably would not have been the last. So he's getting all bent out of shape about something he doesn't even understand. He was so surprised that I walked over there, all he can do now is just yell just obscenities, you know what I mean, for no reason. After a while, I got tired dealing with his ignorant ass and her bitch ass too. So I laughed in their faces and went back to my problem because I have to deal with 3 grown ass drunk men passed out of my property. Turns out they were upset because someone's car was blocking like maybe 2 inches of their driveway, and they weren't even trying to park there. They just wanted somebody to move their car so their friend could park there. Now that I'm done with all these 2 bitch ass bitches, that's right, I had to double the bitch. These 2 bitch ass bitches, I was done with them. So I'm now gonna deal with these homeless people that are passed out asleep, okay? Finally, I called 911 to get them removed. Of course, LAPD is like, listen, are they breathing? Are they what's wrong? You know, I explained to them that they're passed out. They're not, you know, acknowledging any sounds or anything that I say. So like, okay, well, we need to go ahead and transfer you to the ambulance and send the fire department over to handle that because they might need some medical assistance. I'm like, all right, fuck, fine. So the fire department comes up. I swear to you, this fire truck is like rolling deep. Like, there's like probably like 6 or 7 firemen in this fucking truck, which I was actually kind of grateful for because there was 3 homeless men and just me. But you know what? I was so worked up, I was ready to take on everybody. Okay, so the fire department pulls up. Guess what? All 3 of these men just miraculously regain consciousness. But hey, it's the truck here. And one of them is so belligerent and so just, he's pissed off that I'm kicking him off of, you know, our property. Calls me a black bitch, but he says it in Spanish and he thinks I don't fucking understand it, but I did. I know what negra is and I know what punta is, and you put those bitches together, that's black bitch. So at this point, I'm already on 10 because I just had like a crazy, just ridiculous polemic across the street with some bitch I don't even know. And now I gotta deal with these drunk idiots and he gonna call me a black bitch? Let me tell you something. All of my nigga temper just went out of control. I was so pissed. The firefighter or fireman or whatever, he saw the look on my face. It just changed. There was no emotion. There was no nothing. All I did was take 4 steps forward. He put his arm out. Listen, ma'am, please don't kill this man. Whew, I could not believe that happened. It's like, it's Sunday. I really miss February because that was the month that I got more respect. What? I have never been called a black bitch in February. I don't have a lot. Like, I know people think because I'm on YouTube or I did Between Women that I have a lot of money. I do not, okay? So the one thing I do have is my pride and my dignity. And I did not let those 2 bitches across the street take away my dignity or pride. I crossed the street and we was gonna handle this problem face to face. He was not going to yell obscenities at me. Not from across the street. You got something to say, we can be one-on-one, face to face, toe to toe. Let's go. You feel me? I wanna go ahead and say this. I do not condone violence, but I do think that you should stand up for yourself. But you have to pick your battles and you have to know when the right time it is to stand up for yourself. And that's part of growing up. That's part of learning the world. You have to read what's going on around you before you react. Just don't always square up to someone because you think you got it. Because I could have been hurt. He could have been hurt. It could have gone down anyway. And all I know is I am the darkest motherfucker on the street and I do not need LAPD being called near me, anywhere near around me. I'm good. Shit, I guess, is there a moral to this shit? Nah, fuck it. This has been an episode of What Had Happened Was. Alright guys, thank you. I will see y'all next time. In the comment section below, why don't you go ahead and tell me how you would have handled that situation if you were in my shoes?